Hey, welcome to the newest edition of Tavern Talk. That's right, the spoiler show that is sweeping the nation, as I like to say.
This nation has been so cleaned, Ryan.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly, swept. I'm more of a Roomba guy, but I'm also more of a type of guy. I like to just watch my Roomba for hours, just aimlessly going back and forth.
I root for my Roomba, and sometimes when it misses a little something that it should have gotten, I'll pick it up and put it in front of it and go, here's a second chance.
Do you find yourself
considerate? I love that.
Do you find yourself making a lot of excuses for your Roomba?
I'm like, yeah, well, sometimes I'm like, it really should have picked that up. But sometimes I'm like, well, okay, feathers are hard to get. I understand.
Yeah, are you guys Roomba apologists? Is that what this is now?
Yeah,
Absolutely. I do believe that Roombas came before the chicken, which came before the egg. All right, let's open the tavern door, everybody. Again, this is Tavern Talk, the show that is sweeping the nation.
Oh, wow.
Right?
It's a great door, like still avoiding the WD-40 at sea.
Yeah. All right, and then here are all the patrons. They're so lively, but if we need them to shut up, I will give them a stern look, and they instantly just stop.
No, I like it. I like a little bustling activity when we're here, Ryan. This is Tavern Talk. We're here to pour some drinks. We're here to have loose lips, like
sink some chips.
Yeah, we're tossing rumors like frisbees.
Frisbees in Santa Cruz.
Flipping around like the burgers
at
in the
dog park in San Francisco.
There we go. Beautiful,
we're tossing theories around like khaki sacks at a fish show parking lot.
With a PH?
With a PH, yes.
All right. Well, guys.
We've had an important question in chat before we get going.
Already? Oh man.
Yeah. Is smoking allowed in this tavern?
By all means, yeah.
Black Tower Podcast hopes so, and Village Mattress says we've been smoking. So
yeah. Hello. Wow. Village coming in. Yeah. No. We encourage dabbing, smoking, hookahs, anything that adults do in public or in private. We encourage it.
Go for it.
Right. Can you put up that no kids banner, my friend Malk?
Yeah. Where is that banner?
Holy shit. We should have got that up earlier. All right. We got some guests. Brother Dan, are you ready to introduce the guests?
Yeah. Well, introduce them or just bring them in. Let me introduce them. Fine. We got our good friend and frequent contributor to the chat and Discords, Village Mattress, y'all know and love him. And we also have 2 of the 3, 66%. I believe that is a majority, and a quorum has been met. We have the Black Tower Podcast with us as well. So guys,
and here they come. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much dancing backstage. I wish everyone could see it. Oh, Daniel's still going. Daniel does not need music.
I make my own music.
You're a showman.
It's all in here.
You're a true showman. All
right, gentlemen.
I have a little spiel before we go on and do our song, Brother Dan.
Spiel away.
I need to speak to all the people who are not going to be able to watch this show live, right? So I want to explain what's happening.
First of all, boo, adjust your schedules.
I know, yeah. Hello. All right, what else is going on? Are you watching Smurf reruns or something? All right, so this is a spoiler discussion show called The Tavern Talk, if you don't know. So if you have not read the entire series, please come back and watch our Thursday first-time readers show. Brother Dan and I read The Wheel of Time many, many moons ago. We are on our first reread, and Tavern Talk is a chance for Brother Dan and I to pick the brains of our expert guests, throw theories at them, and basically speculate wildly and fuck around. So, and you get to watch us learn from our guests, because our guests are way smarter than us. Now, this episode, we are going to be talking all things Sanchin. We are going to get into some crazy shit, take a mid-show break. We're going to return for a segment called The Way of the Float, which we talked to our friend Floaty, who is a first-time reader, following along with us. After that, we will continue the discussion. And again, I love every one of you, and I hope you guys stick around, because today and today only, we have a very, very, very special announcement that will come at the end of the show. A very special announcement that involves the Wheel of Time community at large and our show specifically, okay? And please stick around to the end of our show for a segment we are calling Thank You Internet, where we will be going through memes and what have yous we have found on the internet, and we will have a jolly good time.
Jolly.
Well, maybe.
No, totally jolly. I guarantee it. I guarantee it's going to be jolly.
All right. Why do we say we... Okay, so, like, when you get your jollies off, it's basically like you're just so happy. Like, how old is jollies? When did jollies become, like, sexual? Is what I'm wondering.
Oh, I remember back in the day.
I don't know if I'm an expert in that. It's been a while.
I feel like everything becomes sexual at some point.
Right.
Hey, I've lived alone for a year, so, you know.
And it just depends on how you say it. Like, if I'm just like, oh, you know, breakfast cereal, honey nut Cheerios, you're like, oh, whatever. But if I'm like, would you like to taste some of our honey nut Cheerios?
Jollies.
You can make anything sexual.
Yes.
Well, so whenever a Brit...
Grandma's chicken salad, you know?
Gross.
So whenever a Brit says jolly good, is that sexual?
No, jolly good. No, that's not, because if it's at the start, it's not sexual. It's when it's at the end that it becomes sexual.
Oh, jolly good! Oh, jolly good! Oh, stop! Too jolly! Too jolly! Whoa! Too jolly!
Like, Governor?
These nuts are jolly good.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I just said that last week, and I'm not going to explain the context.
Ryan.
Wow.
Yes.
My fingers are itching. I need to play. I need to play.
All right.
I need to play. All right. Okay. So, as is tradition, whenever we lost Brother Dan again. Yeah. No, I need to lay down and play. It's happening. It happens.
Is that your Pangea sciatica?
And I moved my camera. Yep.
Okay, yeah, I've heard about that. The rare Pangea sciatica, when all things merge together in your back.
Yes, Pangea. Yes, it's all things. My back used to be one solid continent, but now it is separated into 7 distinct pieces.
They're all floating in their own direction as well, you know.
With all kinds of fluid in between. That's not too loud, is it, Ryan?
That's beautiful. You're doing great.
Okay. So, here's a song for you guys, because I love you and you're our new best friend. All right. Ryan, here we are at last. Oh, wait. All right. Ryan, here we are at long last. I'm gonna have to focus and be steadfast. This show we have amassed from Dublin up to Belfast. Tonight is gonna be a blast.
Yeah.
They are a manual of what to do. We now have Daniel and Andrew. These young men have so much class. I'm a BTP enthusiast. Our new best friends, Black Tower Podcast.
Beautiful.
Hey.
Good.
All right.
That was stunning. I love that.
I love
All
it.
right. Get that nurse to put you back together.
Oh yeah, crack. My on-call chiropractor.
The one who's just in your house 24/7.
Yeah. Thanks, Doc. Doc, and I said Doc with like parentheses, or you know.
Let's just all remember Heath Ledger was found by his masseuse who came in the morning, had a key, came into his house, found him dead. Moral of the story.
So what you're saying is, if you want to be found, make sure that you always have a masseuse who comes every morning.
Absolutely, yeah. No, he planned that. Like, I think it was a revenge plot against the masseuse because he was not. I think he's like, well, you're gonna do me like that, I'm gonna fucking die on you. You're gonna live with that for the rest of your life.
Huh.
Wow.
Take that. That's
Lifestyles of the rich and famous. I'm sorry, I hate the rich. Go on.
You know.
All right,
Guys.
we got a Dan Young instead of Neil Young. That's great. I was thinking more like Dan Waits.
Harvest Moon.
This also got
Art,
very dark.
I'm sorry, Art. I've been drinking whiskey.
It did.
But,
And
hey,
reading
before we
Bukowski.
start,
Is
we
it
have-
whiskey with an E or without an E?
with a knee, Knee.
Before we start, this whole bottom row did some speed dating earlier today on the Dusty Wheel.
Sure.
How'd that go? Did you get some numbers? You get some digits? You
You
get
feel cheapened?
you got lipstick on your collar?
We definitely didn't get any phone numbers because no one offered that, but we got many, many websites.
Yes.
Lots of websites, lots of Twitters, lots of Instagrams.
We did gain a follower on YouTube as well. So
Oh. I feel I did get someone. I did go look at my podcast after. I was like, let's go look at the numbers, and I suddenly noticed my very first episode had increased by 1. So
Wow.
I was like, oh,
remember
there was
this.
one listener
Right.
within 10 minutes of the Dusty Wheel finishing. Okay.
I don't remember the count for our first, but like our first true episode is generally like the that's the real test to see if you can make it listening to BTP.
Guys, an avalanche starts with one determined pebble.
This is true.
Accurate.
Very accurate.
Man, you are just full of wisdom.
I just peed my pants and I thought you like Saw, and you're like, you're just full of whiz. I'm like, oh.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, Andrew, I must commend you for being so brave as to be underneath Ryan again after that fabulous moment during the Watch and Area last Sunday, where you had to protect MK from the amount of dairy Ryan had consumed.
Yeah, now it's just going to be the whiskey farts.
Yeah, now
What?
it's okay because it's getting repaid because Dan is apparently getting peed on by Dan. Yeah, Dan's getting peed on by Dan. So.
It's a Dan on Dan
Yeah.
crime.
Watch how far I can aim.
Yeah, like in Red,
I'm
like
sorry.
like in Red Dawn.
Daniel's all, I don't like this at all.
No, this is my favorite part of it. What are you talking
Who
about?
am I, R. Kelly? Why would I like this?
I think this is hilarious. This is what the people signed up for.
Yeah. They don't care about what's the
This is
book
the whole
called.
reason they pay their ISP for internet.
This is it. This is it.
For Papa
Yeah,
John's.
what is the book called? Why are we here, guys? Just to look at
I don't
Daniel's lovely jacket. I love your
Oh
smoking
my God.
jacket, Daniel.
No, we're on so we can admire Village Mattress's awesome.
Yes.
Look at this clash. Yeah, pop that.
Beautiful.
That is stunning.
All right,
Very
this
good.
is a very controversial back title. We are not the way that go back to that. The way the Leaf does not sponsor this phrase. All right, it's not
We
every
would say it is every man's right to choose when to run away in fear.
It is. Look, Watchnary made it right last week. It is every man's right when to choose to sheave the fuck.
See the fun.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
There you
come
go.
on.
Shut
We
the
were,
fuck
we were
up.
there last week. You know.
Sheave the sheath.
Yep. Sheave the
I just-
sheaf, and then yeah.
I just think it's every man's right to kind
What the
of
chief?
politely ask for ecstatic consent, and if not, just like
Yes.
tuck away and walk away in shame.
That book
Yeah, you
cover
just,
is so
you just
awesome.
go ahead and you pull it out like an inch just to bear
Yeah.
you bare the
Uh-huh.
steel like an inch, and then
Uh-huh.
you're like,
Yeah.
and if you
Well-
don't get ecstatic consent, then it goes right back in.
To
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
fair,
It's kinda like
given
when I
the
first moved
nature of sheathing the sword, you're taking it into yourself. So
Well, you're
still-
taking someone else's sword
So
in
Andrew,
here.
Yeah, it is still
now you know
your
what I'm
right to
into.
choose if you're going to take someone else's into you. So
Wow.
it's-
Okay,
it stands.
Andrew flipping this around. This is good. I
All
like
right,
that.
all right, a new name, Melissa Powers. New name, new faces. We love you. We love you. We love you. Join the Way of the Leaf. Subscribe, like, stick to the end of the video. Watch every goddamn thing we've ever done. Dedicate your life to us. We are a cult. Join our Patreon. Alyssa Powers, everyone. Alyssa Powers. All right, was that that was horrible. I'm sorry. I feel dirty.
No, I'm gonna leave it up now. Put it back. No, I'm
That
joking, I'm
was
joking,
so coddling. All right.
Are you putting shame into the shameless plugs?
Seriously.
Shameless plugs. Look at
All right, so Matt is bringing back patchwork condoms. Yes, I did last week bring up that Tom wears patchwork condoms. It's my favorite joke ever. Thank you, Matt. Dagger.
That is good.
Not effective, but sure is fun.
Does Tom actually have to wear patchwork condoms at this point? Isn't he old enough that he's just shooting blanks?
He's just blowing dust.
Dusty.
Yeah, but he puts it on for the flourish at the end. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
There we go.
I think Dina actually would encourage sperm production. She seems like a little, like a fireball. She can juggle six balls. That's impressive. Come on.
That's like 3 men or like 6 Lance Armstrongs.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Does she want 6 lances? That's the real question. Does she want 6 lances or 3 guys? So, you know.
Or a combination of the two. I mean,
A
you could
combination
use 2
thereof,
Lances
absolutely.
and 2 other guys.
are we playing
I mean-
mix and match with balls right now?
You know, and Lance Armstrong is full of shame and regret. That might add pleasure to her dealings. She might choose it just to watch his face.
Now we are older men, filled with regret.
Okay, what Wheel of Time character is the equivalent of Lance Armstrong?
Wyramon Santiago.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Gowan.
Wow.
Gowan! Oh my god, Gowan's the Lance Armstrong! That's amazing.
Oh, Village Mattress.
Who you
demonstrate
thought
that.
was
I love
great until you found out a little bit more about, and now he's horrible.
Right.
Right. That's an awesome analogy there. In the beginning, he's great. He's the best.
that. Marta suggesting that Luca.
I like that one.
Glenn says Ingtar.
Yes, Ingtar! Ingtar has a Nike
Ingtar.
blood.
Wow.
No, because Lance Armstrong hasn't redeemed himself yet. Maybe he'll do it right before he dies.
No,
but,
Ingtar.
you know.
Ingtar is like the Michael Phelps.
There we go. Yeah, I like that.
Everybody
I'm
hates
sure
him
he
because he
has-
enjoyed a couple bowls.
Yeah,
Well,
because
he had a redemption.
Well, no, he was excellent at what he did, and then he got in trouble, and then he redeemed himself. He is the Ingtar.
Yep. Awesome.
Wait,
Damn.
what was the redemption? What, did he renounce weed or something? What the fuck? Or renounce
No,
girls?
no.
He's just
What did
won
he
a
do?
bitch ton of gold medals.
And he has a beautiful wife and beautiful children and lives in a
Yeah.
beautiful house.
Yeah,
The
he's
guy
winning.
basically absorbed dolphin ability and then went to the
Wow.
Olympics. You
And
know?
a few years ago in California, I actually smoked weed called Michael Phelps, and it was fantastic.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Michael Phelps.
I didn't swim for 30 minutes.
Fair enough.
It was a hybrid?
I didn't want to cramp. Safety first, guys. Safety first.
Wow.
So I loved. I don't know if you guys ever saw this, but in the very first Olympics that Michael Phelps actually ever competed in, they did a breakdown of how he is, like, his entire body, like, was evolved in a freakish ways to make him the best swimmer in the world. It was hilarious to watch.
Which I think is just like propaganda to make him, like, all the other swimmers afraid. They're like, oh my god, how am I going to beat fucking, like,
Well, he also
Sea
lost to
Man.
somebody.
Alright, so
who was
here-
tired.
Aquaman,
No.
fucker.
Here, I studied
And
the Phelps method for a few years. Underwater, you go in and you got to go.
Yeah. Go, Dan,
Yeah,
go.
perfect.
Go. World record!
halfway across the pool. You got to do that underwater.
No, but what
Perfect.
they just
Yeah.
but like what you don't know, what the government's trying to restrict the knowledge from you is that it's not because he was born that way. It's just because he was a hell of a weed smoker, and everyone who smokes weed has those abilities. We can all be like breaking world records.
Yep.
Everyone in this room right now could be breaking world records.
I've broken 2 already.
Does it matter
like
what
crown
kind
flinging?
of weed you smoke?
Yeah.
Oh, of
No.
course. Of course.
Is it responsible for what kinds? Like, if you do purple haze, you don't get swimming powers. But if you do like, the Michael Phelps weed, then
No, but if your nation has a purple flag, then purple haze supports you. Like, yeah, it's all relative to.
All right,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Michael Phelps also isn't the best swimmer anymore, so
He
So, all right,
technically
Andrew,
is.
can you tell
No,
us who the best swimmer is now,
Yeah.
please?
yeah,
Please.
Joseph Schuling.
Joseph Schuling. Does he swim with his
Yeah,
hands
we
around his head
actually-
like that?
I don't
Do you swim
maybe
with his elbows?
probably.
So-
but he
this is-
beat
So I
Michael
agree.
Phelps.
I
He
agree
beat
with
Michael
you.
Phelps in Rio in 2016 after
Correct.
meeting Phelps 8 years ago. Go ahead, Daniel. Tell me how I'm wrong.
Well, I'm just saying that Michael Phelps still absolutely has the most gold medals for swimming. So he did beat him in a single race. It's hard to go ahead and say that he's necessarily just better than Michael Phelps completely from a single race. But I do completely agree that is saying something. That is saying
There's
something
only
huge. That
been
he
one.
beat
That was in
Michael Phelps
2016.
in a race. So it is
Right.
still a big deal.
That is a big deal. And eventually, Usain Bolt will lose a foot race.
Exactly. Yeah.
That'll happen.
That's why I'm saying that, like, it is saying something, and it's absolutely still very, like, apropos to say that he is faster than Michael Phelps, at least in that race. And if he then goes on to make a bitch ton of gold medals, yeah, he'll beat Michael Phelps in a lot of ways as far as,
So-
like, just all the records he has.
So on that
But-
logic, you would agree with me that Tom Brady is the best quarterback of all time.
All right, what real-time character is Tom Brady?
Yeah, I would. I hate him, but he is the best quarterback of all time.
Is Rand Tom Brady?
Yeah.
No, Rand is not
No.
Tom Brady.
How about Gareth Bryan?
No.
No.
Mhm.
No,
Oh,
Tom
hey,
Brady's
bro, man.
Matt. Matt is Tom Brady.
Bunch of assholes in this room. No one's agreeable
Oh,
at
you know
all.
what?
Matt from
That's
Coffin
not a
is
bad
Tom
one.
Where's
Brady.
the yes and? Just kidding.
Because he's
All right.
lucky.
Don't like that. I
Right?
hate Tom Brady and I like
And yeah, Tom Brady is TAVERN. The whole tuck rule, he gets away with stuff that if you got to be TAVERN. You got to be TAVERN.
Yeah, okay, I'm kind of buying this now, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
hey, Brother Dan,
magic in the blood is with us as well, so.
real quick, Brother Dan, again, Sinan wants to know how drunk we are. I think if Sinan wants to join our Patreon, we will give exclusive backstage knowledge about how drunk we fucking are. Sinan,
I would say on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm probably a D or a C.
Yeah, Gallad's, yes. Kaim is Brady.
beautiful Dan.
No.
See, the funny part is I was actually thinking that if you gave Brady a liken to a Will-Time character, it would have to be a Dark Friend. Because it does have to be somebody that is willing to lie, cheat, and steal, at least at some point. So,
more than.
I
All
still
right,
love
Matt,
the guy. It doesn't mean I don't
guys,
acknowledge
guys,
it.
I don't know.
guys, shut up! New guy, new chat, put him back up. Magic in the blood. Ladies and gentlemen, magic in the blood, new fin, new name, new face. I have a pornographic memory. I remember every name because I think about you in bed.
Pornographic.
I've never thought about magic in the blood in the bed. So here we go, Magic. Please join our channel.
Shut up!
Yeah. Please join. We have a Patreon. We have a fucking YouTube. You can come to my
Actually,
house.
we're like
you
2
wanna stay on my
subscribers away
couch?
from 400. If we get to 400 tonight, guys,
Hey.
I'll take off my shirt.
What?
What?
Yep. Yep.
All right,
So
but
if
we'll-
we get
I'm
2
going.
subs during the show, I'll take off my shirt.
But will any of the humans take off their shoes? What I'm wondering.
Nah.
And I will tell you right now that if they make it to 400, I will not take off my shirt. Because no one wants to see that.
Yeah, I
If you
promise
guys
I won't take my
don't
shirt.
break 400, that's when the shirt's coming off.
All right, chat. Everyone in chat. Over under 20 chest airs on Daniel. Over under 20 total chest airs on Daniel BTP. Is he bald as a baby's bottom?
I'm going big. I'm going.
Oh,
I'm
you
going
think like
big.
you're going like man bear? Like,
I think you'd be shocked. I think you'd be like, wow, look at that.
I think if Dan wasn't so well groomed and put together, he'd probably be like, bushy chest going on. But I say he waxes, keeps.
Oh, you're thinking manscapes?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think
Wow,
there's
but-
some landscaping
Well,
on.
you do
it's
swim
spring.
fast.
But
Swimming,
yeah,
exactly,
he
so.
loves swimming. You're right. He keeps talking about
Dude,
swimming.
that is accurate.
Do you
We've had a bet made in the chat. Leia says, "Take it off. I'll take off my shirt."
Oh,
Wow.
All right, Leia, I'm going to send you a link.
Leia.
You want to join the show?
Village Mattress won't say it out loud, but agrees that Daniel manscapes.
I feel like there's a Johnny Cash lyric for the. Oh, what have I become? My empire of dirt.
Yes.
All I'm going to say is every time we suggest that Dan manscapes, he doesn't reply and say anything. He just merely does this.
Finger gun!
Excellent.
Guys, that actually happened. That is not CGI. This man
I knew
was
it
on
was coming,
national
but I didn't know
television,
when.
finger gun.
Perfect timing,
Okay,
Rob.
so
Perfect.
who in your mind? Who are you picturing in mind? Who are you talking to when you finger gunned? Honestly, do you have a girlfriend?
No, the
That
other
was two
Hassan.
contestants.
It was the other contestant. Yes, it was the wink and the finger gun.
No,
and it
you're
lulled
floating?
him into a false sense of security.
Poor Hassan.
It
Oh,
Yeah. Poor Hasana.
And that is ultimately how Daniel defeated the overall strongest player in
So
that game.
this is how Rand will defeat the Dark One with a finger gun.
yeah.
No, that's how he beats Moradin. He actually has to talk to the Dark One and do some shit. But Moradin, he's like, "How you doing, buddy?
I thought that's how he set his fight.
You want Calendar? You want it? Go ahead and pick it up. See what happens."
Hey, you know what? When Clint Eastwood did his speech to that empty chair, I think he gave it a finger gun.
You feel lucky.
You feel lucky? You want to?
I
Thank you,
bet
brother
you're
Dan.
wondering to yourself, did I use 6 Republican talking points or only 5?
Do I have another veto?
Do I have another veto?
In my pocket veto.
Isn't there another anime kind of recently that uses finger guns? I'm not talking like Yu Yu Hakusho did in the past, where it actually did something. But there's another anime where the guys the people they use finger guns and people actually get hit by invisible projectiles because YouTube doesn't like the other word.
Horrible.
I
love
it's
it.
Hilarious. It's hilariously bad.
It should. I need to go find this now.
All right, yeah, the link will be in the description. Maybe not. If Andrew can remember it, we will put it in the description.
So I do want to. First of
Good
all,
job, Dan. Good job, Dan. 33 minutes in.
I noticed if we combined your names, Andrew and Daniel, you would be Andrew. So there's that. Second, I wanted to bring up a couple things in these chapters and get your opinion. First of all, this fight that Loial has with the Trolloc. Loial saves the day. Rand is fucked. He had a hand around his throat, pinning him to him, and then Loial comes and grabs, and they start doing stuff, and Rand goes,
and then cleans himself up after that.
Sad. He didn't do anything. He's like, oh, I can't do anything.
That sounds like me and my first prom, Dan. I'm sorry.
What do you think Lan would have done in that situation? Do you think Lan would have been like, well, Ogier, you're on your own. I can't. No, he would have chopped off the Trolloc's foot or something. He would have. God, this was such a disappointing response for me that his friend was battling this Trolloc and he just was like, I don't, gosh, I can't do anything. Lads,
You ever think about that, guys?
You ever think about that?
I mean,
You ever think about that?
yes and no, because I give credit to Rand for being young. I think young Lan might have ended up in that situation once or twice. Not necessarily that exact situation, but the, oh god, I don't know what to do here situation. But, of course, now older Lan, who's good at everything and Bay, is just like, yeah, cool, no, I'll spit in your eye and it'll kill you. Like...
I mean, we're full
Yes.
spoiler here, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, the Tavern Talk, baby.
So
Maybe.
I don't really blame Rand that much. He's still very, very, very young to being in any kind of conflict, much less like before all this. His most stressful situation was, which goat do I milk first? And now it's you have all this other shit to deal with, and it's a pattern that happens in the most stressful situations. Up to a point, Rand freezes and just doesn't know what to do, and his inaction always causes the harm of somebody else to some degree.
Well, he tried to channel, but he couldn't reach the source.
Yeah.
He does try, but he has a sword in hand.
He can feel the source, but he can't use it. He finds he can't use it. So
Yeah. So what? Let's get into that later.
Because he's
Actually,
panicked.
Yeah.
well, I mean, is it? Is
Yeah,
like
why-
performance
why-
anxiety?
Oh,
Yeah,
He's panicked.
yeah, I mean, he just
because when you
didn't know
have
what to
a
do.
trolling hand around your neck and another one holding your sword hand by the wrist, I'd panic too. Those are my only weapons.
Yeah, but then again, your giant friend who can like probably juggle some Trollocs, which I'm going to ask everyone how many Trollocs Loial should be able to juggle. Like if your friend like starts taking over the battle, you think you can like compose yourself, right? Like, do you think something else is going on besides just his emotional like state that caused him not to be able to
He
channel?
does find the void.
Yep,
He
the
does.
Void was all about it, but no
Yeah,
flame.
But he can't
I think that was it.
get the power.
On reread, I just felt like, wow, any other soldier, anyone would have done something. The only two I can't see really doing anything is like Perrin and Rand.
Well, brother
And
Dan,
because Perrin freezes too.
keyword being soldier though. They like he's not a soldier yet. Like I think he's supposed to suck right now. And
he
like
had just
You're
done
supposed
moons
to
over the
stop.
lake.
Accurate.
He had just pulled off a perfect moons rises over the lake.
what does that look like, Dan?
It looks. Whoa!
Excellent.
What an ending.
Thank you. So why couldn't he just cut off his foot? Why didn't he just stab him in his wiener? Why,
he gets like
he could've
slices
done anything.
Achilles and like
He could've-
bled him out.
Yeah. Well, this is to the larger point. Is I don't think that Rand is the best friend to Loial.
What?
Loial is the greatest. Rand is kind of a jerk. Rand is rude to Loial. He interrupts him when he wants to speak his advice. He's like, later, bud, later. He does that quite a few times in these chapters. He does it when he's talking to Tom. He's like, Rand, I don't... Shut up. I'm talking here. Why don't you go in the common room? He's not very cool. And he even does this with Celine later. He's like, Rand, I don't... He's like, later, come on, fuck it.
Yeah, like they're jumping into the Inquisitor's like lair, and he's like, "Hey, they're all gonna fucking assassinate us," and he's like, "Shut up, keep out of
So
sight."
I have a response to that I think is apropos, and that's that in the movies of The Lord of the Rings,
Go on.
Merry and Pippin end up with some Ents. And they take forever to go ahead and say anything to each other and to the hobbits. And so what I imagine sometimes when Loial is talking is that he's like,
God, Loial.
Rand, I have some advice for you.
Yeah, I'm already opening my app. 1.5.
Come on.
Speed it up. 1.5. 1.6.
There's Trollocs.
Jesus Christ! Shut up.
And so things how it takes forever to say anything in Ogier, even when that Ogier is talking in English. Sometimes I feel like I'd be like, Jesus Christ, Loial, either speed it up or I'm not listening to you.
I hear that. Actually, Sinan
Talks
Perrin
like
is
Thanos.
much better friend to Loial than Rand is. Which is interesting because one of those podcasts was pointing out that they think Perrin has gay qualities, so put that in your pipe and smoke it.
If I had one, I would.
Well, hold on. I'm just need 2 hands for that.
Yeah. No, I definitely think Loial is a better friend to Rand than Rand is to Loial. I think that is an accurate statement.
Well, does anything?
That's a fair statement for just about everybody. Except
I
for
don't disagree with
you.
that. I think Loial is a better friend to everyone than Loial, or that they are to Loial. I agree.
I meant just about anyone is a better friend to Rand than Rand is to them for the bulk of the series.
No.
Yes.
No.
I mean,
gross. So many people are trying to fuck Rand over.
well, yeah, there's a lot of people that are trying to fuck him over, but in terms of the friend sphere around Rand, a lot of them are better friends to him than he ever is to them.
That is accurate.
So to that point, if this
oh
was
god, all the music
one,
and the talk stopped. Did we say something wrong?
I'm on my soapbox now, ladies and gentlemen. No.
Ding 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 ding
Entire
ding
pub.
ding ding
Yeah.
ding 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 ding.
You may
The bride
proceed,
and groom
Raymond.
will now kiss.
I've
Ryan,
known the
are we
groom
okay?
since God. What was it? Freshman year, right? God. Oh, man.
I think we broke Ryan.
I think Ryan
think
may
we
be
broke
frozen
Ryan.
because that puppet's not moving an inch. Look at that. That is pretty solid work there from Ryan. That is impressive. How still he is staying. So yeah,
We've got to
that's
find
okay.
the dream shard.
find the dream shot. Yeah, and like
Ryan,
you know,
So when the hell's our Ryan?
I've had that one in the background for months because Ryan does have a tendency to disappear, and there he goes.
And there he is.
So,
yes,
guys,
okay.
have you ever felt like the only Tammuz in a sea of Aludras?
I've never thought of it that way. No.
Thank you, Rob.
That's brilliant.
Tammuz.
All right.
The real question for you, brother Dan, is how often do you feel like the only Aludra in a sea of Tammuzes?
Oh, Aludra does not have good management skills whatsoever. The morale she insults Tammuz, called him a pig, and said his mother was a goat. Back in my Teamster days, those were fighting words.
You have a fair point. Your
So I
mother
feel
was
for
a
Tammuz.
hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
I fought in your general direction.
No. Plop, 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 plop. When they do the helmet tap. Can I do it?
Love it. Wait, finger blasting. Got to get the finger blast in there.
So the Illuminators are a pretty interesting organization. Are they supposed to be just like the guilds of the 1700s, or like
They make me think of like the New World Order.
Oh,
They're
go
so
on.
incredibly secretive about everything they do. Everything they do has got to be like this really close-knit secret. You can't know what it is. Nobody's allowed behind the scenes. Nobody can know how we make these fancy sparkles in the sky. And to the point, like, they're literally willing to kill people for just getting a sneak peek, for just coming into their compound uninvited. It's like Assassin's Creed meets New World Order.
So Ludra's an assassin, maybe?
I mean, if she had
She
her way,
might be.
probably.
Yeah,
Maybe
I was
that's the
picturing it
story
as
we
like,
weren't told.
I
No
was-
TV
right?
channels. Yeah. We have no POV from Aludra.
She
that's
cut
a
off
good
her
point.
ring finger to accept the blade. So.
Oh yeah, jeez. I used to do. I did concrete and masonry for a bit, and so I equated it to. So now you just buy bags of quick mix. You just pour some water in, stir it up, boom, it becomes mortar or concrete. There you have it. But back in the day, the masons were very protective about their mix for mortar and concrete, and it was something that they didn't want to share very much at all. And in fact,
the Freemasons are still very secretive about it. Yeah.
In fact, so the Roman concrete, we do not know the formula for Roman concrete, but it was something that would set in water. It's something that, and they said that if humanity were to be disappeared from the earth and everything were to rot away, the only things that would be sustainable to show that there was any sort of human life here at all would be the pyramids and Roman concrete.
Ravioli, give me the formuoli.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. So like that Damascus steel, that like Greek fire, that all these things that we hear about from, antiquity went away because of this very secretive sort of thing.
We know how to make Damascus steel.
Do we know?
Yeah, it's just the layering of different types of steel together, forge weld it together to create basically an alloy. And the reason you can see the design is you etch it. There's an acid that you put it in the etches that shows it. And you can actually then turn around and secondary etch it in basically coffee, and it really brings out the difference in the grains of the metal. But that's what made Damascus steel so strong, is it's essentially a primitive alloy where the metals aren't truly mixed, but they're layered together to lend strength to each other.
Well, there you go. We're getting there.
So we figured out that one.
Yeah.
You just have to make like a quadruple stacked Oreo of two different kinds of metal, really.
Now we just need to figure out Quandar. Or as our first time reader calls it, Quindiller.
Yeah. If only Egwene didn't decide to shine bright like a diamond, maybe we could figure it out.
My headcan's always been Quindiar.
Quindiar.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe that is actually the glossary pronunciation of Quindiar.
Yeah, I read all the glossaries when I got the books the first time. So
no, I will also say it could be, that Quendalar. Yeah. I'm gonna go make a quesadilla.
Go get her.
And I'm gonna put
quesadilla.
Quendalar inside.
You give me back my jalapenos, I tell you what.
Jalapeno. I have another question here, guys, and actually, I'm going to direct this to you, Andrew, because we have some military insubordination going on in these chapters.
Accurate.
We have Jeffrey Bornhold decides, "Fuck you and your orders. I'm going to Fountain." Real world consequences for these actions would be dire, right?
Depends on the era and severity of the conflict. So, like in massive conflicts, so like if you take Russia during World War II, they would take and they would give every soldier ammo, but like every other or every third soldier would get a gun. And they'd say, go. And when they asked, well, where's my gun? Pick it up off of the guy in front of you when he gets shot and dies. And they had to order the generals or the leaders of the battlefield to, if you see them running away, shoot them on sight. And that's part of where a lot of that comes from. I mean, historically speaking, it's based in a steep tradition of honor that you die gloriously on the battlefield or you're a cowardly traitor to run away from the battle. We saw this on both sides of like the Revolutionary War, the American Civil War. Most wars, actually, if you try to leave the battlefield without permission, it's considered immediate treason. Mm-hmm. And during conflict, the penalty for treason, even by still modern U.S. code, is death. Mm-hmm. So if a modern U.S. Marine or airman, soldier, whoever in Iraq or Afghanistan was in the middle of a battle and they turned around and fled the battlefield, technically, yes, the reigning or the leading element can actually shoot that person by code of law. It just doesn't happen because eventually we get them back. Many times, unfortunately, they wind up deserting, get captured. We trade people we shouldn't trade for somebody that deserted, but that's a different discussion. I mean, I'm all for saving of life, but that's a very different, very deeper discussion. I'm obviously going to be biased in, but yeah, it's a very long tradition in the military that if you flee the battlefield, that it's treason, punishable by death. So, but then you get the difference of disobeying orders, where now if it's an unreasonable order, there's an expectation, especially after World War II Germany, that is the expectation of you as the soldier to refuse unreasonable orders. You know, if a lieutenant orders his company of sergeants and below to burn down a house with people in it, it is the expectation that the soldiers not only refuse but detain that lieutenant, because it's a war crime. You just don't do that.
See, okay, so that was going to be my second question, because we're not talking about a standard soldier that decides to flee. This is a Lord Captain that is choosing not to follow orders. So the way I was picturing it in my head was more like in a Vietnam situation where they're going around to these villages and they're saying, there's Viet Cong. And he's like, no, there's not. I'm tired of routing these villages. I want to go back into Saigon or Cambodia, or where there's like actual action kind of thing. But this would then the onus be on Child Bayard to stop him, or Child Gerald, or any of these people to interfere in the Lord Captain saying, fuck it, we're going this way, boys, everyone saddle up. And they go, well, okay. Like a battleship. What if a battleship just turns around?
That's where a lot of the issue comes from, is a lot of these issues where soldiers refuse higher orders, it doesn't come to light if they were justified or not until after the action is done. Because how do you prove that his actions to turn and go to Falma were the better until it's done and you see the after effects of it? So in the moment, from a military standpoint, technically, yes, he's wrong. That's beyond insubordination. That's treason. Especially whenever you take a group of your forces to leave. Technically speaking, at that moment, himself and everyone down below him is then, by general military law, guilty of treason. But if the actions later prove that they were justified, or the rationale even at the time was proved justified and reasonable, then you get into a lot of gray area.
Well,
Bornhald helps the situation. Oh no, go ahead, Village.
I was going to say, Bornhald even sends messengers out to gather in groups of children that are out there to get his full legion together. So not only does he just leave from there, he tries to gather in all the forces that are in the area to go with him. So it's a bigger move than just, hey, we're going to ride there. Mm-hmm. He's gathering in everybody.
I feel like Bornhald actually goes ahead and just subverts the military code and whatnot by just going into a kamikaze mission against the Shanshan and the Heroes of the Horn at the same time. So he doesn't have to worry about a court-martial. He doesn't have to worry about getting killed for treason, because he just dies on the battlefield instead and just says, nah, fuck it, I'll just be dead anyway, and then they can't give me consequences.
There's also the fact that in his mind he was like, there is a greater good to be served here rather than this. This is more important.
Yeah.
So he's making a decision for what he views as the greater
good.
So,
martyrdom, exactly.
Yeah. Well, he's willing to die for it. I don't necessarily think that he probably figures he's going to die and he's willing for that, but I don't think
it's the willingness. It's not the it's not an ego.
In the end, it's definitely,
it's just I believe in this death. Yeah.
By the end, it's definitely some martyrdom that comes in the end, and we see the effects of that for fucking ever.
But Dane,
until the trial.
Dane.
I think given his rationale and the reasons that, lucky enough we get to see inside of his head and why he's making these decisions, I think he's completely justified. I think his logic is sound. I think it's valid. I think it holds weight, even if he was to go to a trial under the light. I think they would be like, okay, it's reasonable, and I think the most he would come away with is maybe a demotion, if that. I mean, given the way the Wheel of Time Children of the Light work, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't get promoted.
Right.
If there's more to be promoted too.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't click the special
I
guest.
was
video.
wondering what
happened there?
It was like perfect timing too. So
Yeah.
Welcome back, brother.
Well, when I start hearing things like what Alyssa said in chat, I didn't expect to see this show to have such educational, serious elements. I'm like, what the F? I gotta
Come on,
get in
Ryan,
there.
we need you.
I needed you.
I need dick jokes, Ryan.
I called Comcast, and as always, they were right there, ready to help me. Comcast is the best.
you understand who I am. I am Ryan with Way of the Leaf.
Yeah, I need an excuse to play videos like
This
this.
is a penis, right?
You know,
Yeah, perfect.
I
I
almost
will-
put Comcast in your song because it does rhyme with podcast.
I will be far less serious this point moving forward. Don't ask me serious questions, please.
you're all good, Andrew. Have
No.
It's a good discussion.
Is-
It's a good discussion.
Is your
Bro,
second
The
toe
algorithm's
longer
loving it.
than
The
your big toe?
algorithm's loving it.
Oh, the algorithm's loving it. Oh, now you can add the tag educational to the stream.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, there we go. See,
For children?
Try not to cry. We're gonna put that in the title.
Veteran reacts. There
Oh,
you go.
man.
That always gets a bunch of
Yeah,
clicks.
nice. Ah! Beautiful. Well, now that you're back, Ryan, I kind of want to take a break.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We got him in here. We got him in here.
Josh has appeared.
Josh.
Josh.
All right, well, that's a good point. All right, so let's tell everyone what's happening. We're going to take a 10-minute break. After this, we're going to have our friend Floaty come on to discuss these chapters as a first-time reader. He is a very astute reader. And then after that, we're going to keep the banter going. But please stay around for our special announcement! The biggest announcement
special
of
announcement.
the Way of the Leaf's entire oeuvre. From
This is going to vacuum the nation.
We're gonna vacuum the nation. Yeah, we're not sweeping
Not even
anymore.
sweeping, no.
we're not Roombaing. We're two
we're
hands.
carpet cleaning the nation.
We're hurting our lower backs.
This
Vacuuming
is a
the
deep
nation.
clean, a
We're
total
steaming.
cleanse. You know,
It's
like
Dyson. It's a Dyson vacuum.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
we
we're
go.
yeah, of course, from the expert. Yeah,
It's got balls. It's a Dyson bull vacuum.
It
Yeah.
just rolls. It's got a ball. It's like it's a BB-8.
you ever wonder what to do with your dirty pillows?
What?
Your dirty pillows.
Throw 'em
right?
away.
When they get
Throw
all
them
yellow
away and
and
get
brown.
good new ones.
First off,
Get
like
good
we're
ones.
gonna. I
Wear
want to know
pillowcase.
exactly what is coming from
Yeah.
my head onto the pillow that makes it yellow. What the fuck, right? What is this? Is it
It's
my
sweat.
intelligence?
It's
Sweat.
Sweat
It's
is
your-
100%
it's
the
your
answer,
urea in
Ryan.
your sweat.
It's blood.
Say it again.
sweat. Sweat.
It's your
It's
urea
sweat.
in your sweat. Yeah.
It's pee.
I'm peeing out of my head. Hey, everybody!
Yeah.
We're
Hey,
Break
oh.
time.
going to learn that and
Another
more
time.
as we take a break. Here we go. Listen to the dulcet tones of Depth Charge Vault.
If everyone can mute their mics, that would be perfect.
Mute them.
Thank you.
You got no music, Ryan?
respirator turned on? When is your respirator turned on? When is your respirator turned on? Doppler, FX. Respirator, when is it turned on? Your respirator, when was it turned on?
Un momento, we seem to have lost Ryan again, everyone. So just a moment while I try and load up some more music. What a fun night for Ryan. Bless him. So, how was everyone in chat doing? Were we enjoying the tunes? I'm probably not going to get those tunes back again because I wasn't sure where Ryan had those. So let me find, who should we have? Homunculus Rex. Let's play some Homunculus Rex because I think that sounds like fun.
Damn you, internet!
Yeah, indeed. Damn the internet. And I'm just waiting for an ad to finish. And I will. Yeah, we don't play those ads here. We don't do that bullshit. So, gotta love those fucking ads. Damn those ads. But here we go. 2, 1. Cue the music.
The used car spring.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
You.
With some fantastic offers
Screw.
online.
What is 2 ads? What is it? Shall we just
wish
is
I had
everyone ready? Should we just come back? Fuck it. Let's just everybody 1 second. Let me bring us back. Boom. Screw that. Get rid of that shit. There we go. Hey everyone. Did we have a nice break?
That was the funniest shit.
I know, right? You love the improv that we do. I'll give
cue the music. Another ad.
I know, right? It counted me down, and then suddenly it was like shit. So not having it.
Oh, sweet summer child.
When I said break, I didn't mean it literally, Ryan. Come on.
Well,
why is the internet breaking you?
I don't know. He's dropped out of the stream somehow, so that's going to be too loud, but I'm going to just put a little bit of music in the background. And hopefully Brian will be.
I'm here. Give me 1 second. I'm here.
Daddy, you got to lay down and just play us music for the rest of the show.
It was like Dan meant to mute his mic, accidentally turn off the camera, and just let rip the biggest fart ever.
So, is Ryan not on because his arm is sore and he just doesn't want to do the puppetry today?
Maybe maybe he's out back.
I think we need to confront him with this.
He is. He's just out back, and he's like.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and try to. We're going to try. The show must go on. Damn it. Let's do Valaluca. What's his name? Luca Valaluca. Valaluca. Show must go on. Damn it.
That damn suckers.
And you know what? So I'm going to go on the tightrope because that other person can't do it. Hi, guys. We are going to do part of being our new best friends is getting to know you just a tiny bit. Yes. So we do a segment called 5 Quick Questions.
All right, then.
5 Quick Questions.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum.
And we have already played this game, correct, Village Mattress?
We have, but I've thought about some of my previous answers.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I could amend them.
Okay. By all means, this is to all of us here. But we will start with Andrew first. Andrew, are you ready?
Sure.
Have you ever seen a proper palace? And if so, where was it?
Yes. And it was in UAE, United Arab Emirates.
Oh.
I didn't physically go to it, but we went close enough where I could see the palace.
Cool.
Ooh, that would probably be awesome. Daniel, have you ever seen a proper palace?
A proper palace? No. I was at this one little, like, it's a castle, but it's like a lame interpretation of a castle by Americans in Illinois once. And I have been to Cinderella's castle in Disneyland, but I've never been to a proper palace.
Okay.
I was expecting you to be like, well, it wasn't really a proper palace, but I mean, it's Vegas, so you know. I was expecting a Caesar's palace.
Caesar was there. Yeah.
I've never been to a proper palace, but I did go to Buckingham once, because fuck those guys.
Yeah, that ain't proper. It's a dump. Ace, have you ever been to a proper palace?
Okay, so I have been to Caesar's palace. But
that's the only one that matters.
The closest thing to like a castle or is St. Augustine, the Fort St. Augustine, which is really old.
Okay.
And I was
You're right.
like that. And then I've been in some homes that you could call palaces, like ones that have, cars and all these, cars in their garage, like, hundreds and hundreds of classic cars, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Big wealthy house, just somebody showing off their wealth with this big house, that type of thing. But proper palace, yeah, Caesar's palace. That's the most proper one I've been in.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I do apologize. I have actually been to Cinderella's palace in Disney World.
Oh, I've been there
and
too.
actually Princess Aurora's palace in Disneyland. They are actually different things. I worked at Disneyland. I knew I was saying the wrong thing as I was saying it. I didn't think anybody in chat would get it, but I was corrected. You are correct. They are two different palaces.
I've never been to either.
What did you do in Disneyland? I worked for the Disney company. I worked in the Disneyland Hotel.
Nice. What did you do?
I worked for the Walt Disney Travel Company.
Nice.
We're a call center, but then I eventually was dropping off all the packages to all the area hotels for when people would come and arrive. They have their Flex Pass and their breakfast with Goofy and stuff. Yeah. So we were right above Goofy's kitchen. What did you do?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So I was in I was in Disneyland as a face character. I played Flynn Rider for 6 months, walking around the park.
Oh, did you have a handler?
I did. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
One of my
and it was the same handler that also dealt with Rapunzel, because we were from the same story, and it was fun to actually get Rapunzel and Flynn walking around the park together, because that made for wonderful and very humorous child interactions.
Love it.
One of my high school classmates was Snow White at
Nice
Disney World.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Storybook Kingdom. Yeah. Fantastic.
Yes. Many moons ago.
Many moons ago.
Look at Disney.
What's question 2, Dan?
No, Disney is just enheartening, young and old. Let's hey. All right, number 2, Daniel. Have you ever eaten anything that you would consider a honey cake?
A honey cake. It depends on what I think of honey cakes. I often actually think of honey cakes very akin to scones, and I have definitely had scones before. But I don't think I've actually ever eaten anything that is a honey cake or that is close to it. Every time I reread the books, I always think of honey cakes as something different, and I don't think I've ever eaten a honey cake. No.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Andrew?
Yes, I have. I once knew an entertainer named Honey, and they had some cakes.
All All right. That's some honey pie.
Because I'm all about that cake.
Being in
honey.
growing up in the South, kind of similar to I guess honey cakes would be like cornbread with honey in it and on it. So probably as close as I've been.
Okay. Ace.
Well, I had some cornbread tonight, so that was good. But my wife makes excellent cinnamon rolls and muffins that she has in her deli. So any of those are on a honey cake level. Mm-hmm. But I want to try one. I think Rob has a video how to make honey cakes.
He does.
I do. It's like a solid gold bar type cake, but you could make.
I think everybody on here now, we should have a bake-off and see who can make the best version of Rob's.
Yes, I would be in.
A repeat show.
Challenge accepted.
Then we have to have a freestyle so I can make my my German Black Forest cherry cake.
Hey, absolutely.
Oh, is that the answer? Oh, he did a chef's kiss.
Oh, it's really good. I can't do the chocolate curls, but
nice. How hard is it to make honey cakes when your fingers don't actually curl? Brother Dan.
It's pretty easy. I attach spatulas just right to this little thing. Yeah, it works fine. It's just flip. Yeah, we're all good.
It's like a Swiss Army knife. It's like a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah. I whisk.
Swiss Army puppet.
Whisk real fast. Beat the eggs. All right. Village Mattress, my friend. Have you ever seen a real thatched roof?
No. The closest thing would be like at some of the theme park zoos, they show like thatched roofs, but they're not an actual thatched roof, you know? So that's the closest I would say.
Okay. How about you, Andrew?
Yes. Renaissance Fair, where they tried to, as close as they could, authentically recreate a building, and it had a thatched roof.
Nice.
There you go. Daniel?
It's sad that I went after him because my answer is exactly the same. I've also seen a thatched roof as a reproduction in a Renaissance Fair. So, yeah.
There you go. They get around. Them tinkers, right?
Yeah. They're tinkering those pots around and doing those Renaissance fairs. So, you know,
yeah.
But how many pots do they tinker?
At least two.
At least two, yeah. But
it's just a pot.
Yeah.
otherwise, it's just pot.
Yeah, it's just.
We never said
pot,
what kind of pot they tinker to.
Yeah, I mean, are we tinkering hot pot, cold pot, like smoking
Probably
pot?
So maybe even a wok.
In this chapter, we do have a little bit of Dina. Dina is studying to be a gleeman. Guys, do you have anything that is like a skill, a circus skill, or some sort of talent you are proud of? So anything, if you're double jointed, if you've ever been on a game show, I don't know, something.
I'm sorry. Did someone say game show?
Andrew,
next time I'm just going to wear that jacket on your show so that every time you show it, it looks like it's me just performing in the moment.
There you go.
need to just grow the beard, though. The beard gives you away.
Fair enough.
Look longer.
It can be regrown.
I can rebuild it. I have the technology.
Make it bigger, better, faster.
Well, apparently, I have a natural talent for the French fork beard, or as it has been dubbed, the Tarwin's Gap
Yeah,
beard.
you mean
Tarwin's Gap.
You mean that?
Yeah, that one.
That style's called the Tarwin's Gap.
Yeah. Yep, the Tarwin's Gap beard.
Well done, Rob.
I may or may not have made those gifts for the Black Tower Boys.
It was our early birthday present.
Village Mattress, what is your skill? What do you do at a party? What do you do?
I know.
I think I found someone. Everyone, who is this?
Hey,
I'm here.
Hey, we hear you great, Ryan.
Wow.
I know some good cards.
Oh, thank you.
Andrew caught it with his face.
Right. So sorry. Go back to your questions, Dan.
So yeah. So what's your skill? What's your party trick?
I know some good card tricks, and then
Nice.
pretty good poker players. So those are kind of my claims to fame.
Oh,
It's good. No wonder you know Caesar's Palace so well.
There we go.
Yes, I've played many a tournament at Caesars.
Really?
Right.
Hey, is there like doubles poker? Can I be on your team?
Doubles poker.
No,
Come on.
what some poker players do, if they're both good players, they might buy a piece of each other's action. So if like you
want
go
a piece
deep in
of
the
this?
tournament, I don't know. I'll have to see how good you can play.
Do you want a piece of this? Billy, come on.
well,
I
right.
mean, the other thing is that there is sort of such a thing as doubles poker, because a lot of poker players who are particularly famous and just play at casinos will regularly have a girl just come sit on their lap while they're playing, because they're making so much money that, they're very desirable. So that's kind of doubles poker, isn't it?
Yeah. But when they come over and get
So Daniel, are you saying you want to sit on my lap while I dominate the poker table, Daniel?
Look at this poker
Hey, Ryan, if you're dominating the table, I will gladly come sit on your lap.
Let's just say we
that's
want to
good.
help you play with both heads.
Yeah, exactly.
I will have to buy a lap from Amazon. See if they can attach one. I have no legs right now.
These guys have everything.
So Daniel, what is your party trick? What is your thing?
I know trivia really well, well enough to have won a game show. I also play guitar and sing. So that's my party trick. So Brother Dan and I need to collaborate on a song one of these days.
Let's do an official BTP theme song.
There we go. I like it.
We can do.
I just learned that Daniel can play guitar. I didn't know that. I feel like you've told me, and I forgot.
Absolutely. I played guitar and sang on our very first live stream ever. You knew that,
Andrew.
Sorry, was there lots of taint on that live stream?
There was a lot of taint on that live stream. It's
gonna
to be fair.
the taint juice.
All right. Where's Sin N with the comments about how drunk Andrew is right now?
All right, and one more.
Did we lose that again? Oh my god! So I can see the background. I'm so glad that Ryan made me an admin all that time ago, because I can actually see the backstage area and everyone in it. So when Ryan disappears from the screen, I can usually still see him behind, but he's completely just left.
Gone. Oh man! Oh my god!
The internet gods are not with Ryan today. That is for sure. Oh wait! Are you back now, Ryan?
Oh god! What's happening?
Oh, are you ready?
All right. Welcome back, Ryan. Well, final question. Let's get through this. Dan, start with you, Daniel. All right, Daniel. Here's the scenario. You walk into a tavern, and there's 3 characters that you know really well that are drunk and lugubrious right now. They will tell you anything that you want to know about their lives. They want to spill their guts, and you have 1 hour. You cannot switch tables once you choose a table. The 3 people you have over there. Oh, look, there's Tim Althor. Oh, look, over there. There's Alan Mandragoran.
Okay.
Oh, and look over there. That's Asmodean.
Ooh, I knew my answer until the last one. Fuck.
Who do you sit and talk to for an hour?
You know what? To be completely honest, I sit down and I talk to Asmodean. As long as he's not trying to kill me, I think he actually has a life that is incredibly interesting, incredibly long, and I feel like we share many of the same interests. So I'm going Asmodean.
Now, what secret do you think he will reveal to you that will explain the books to you?
Oh, I can almost guarantee that he tells me that his reason for joining the Shadow is completely bullshit, and that he actually just wanted to go ahead and be cool like the other kids. And that would be, I would love to hear his like actual reason for joining the Shadow, because it's not to play music good. It's totally a different reason, and I want to hear what it is.
Is that? But did you join the Shadow to play music good? As you,
I would join the Shadow to play music good.
Sorry, I like to play music good too.
I've tried twice. They don't want my soul.
I recently
thanks.
I love that. Just for you, Dan, I recently, through a discussion in a Discord server, came up with a theory that Asmodean was trying to pull a Varen back in the Age of Legends.
Right?
Accidentally got caught at the ceiling of the boar, and then when he came back out, he was like, well, fuck, there's all my plans gone to shit. And that's why he was terrible Forsaken in the books.
The worst Forsaken!
Fuck back at the beginning to get in so he could pull a Varen. And then it was just like, well, I'm screwed. And that's why everyone was just like, yep. And then that's why he gets killed. Because they kind of be like, well, now we finally figured out that you're not actually committed and that clearly something's wrong. So you're getting killed and not brought back as part of the process. So,
I love finding that out in the way of like Landfear being like, ha, and now you're going to have to be Rand's friend and teach him things because I made you like this. And Asmodean go, oh, no, don't do that to me.
I got to tell you, each and every week, my answer changes in my head.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you use the same three people every time?
Yeah, I do. I have pretty much this entire year, except for when we had a first time reader on in Asmodean.
I don't mean to scare you, Ryan, but there's a random man in your house, Ryan, or your garden.
Yeah.
Build Mattress, same question to you. You see Tam Althor, you see Outland Mandragoran, and you see Asmodean the Junior. Asmodean Junior. His dad's name is Asmodean.
Well, the last time you asked me this question, my option didn't include Asmodean. It was Tom Maryland.
Because you were on with Floaty, I think, right?
And then you switched him out. You took Tom out of the equation and you put Asmodean in.
Okay.
So I would still have like Asmodean and Tom Maryland like head to head, really close, but I would probably lean to Asmodean because he's lived so much longer and has so much more he could talk about.
Yep. And how about the fact that we know that Tom Maryland's stories are just pretty much flawed bullshit anyways?
Yeah, but he tells a great story.
He can do good freestyle rap, I'm sure. Come on.
Oh, God, yeah.
I think
my name is Tom, and I'm here to say
North, south, east, west. Look at my patch close vest.
Now, let me ask you this. It's very related. Tom Maryland and Asmodean are like the first two musicians we're introduced to in the books. Really the only two. So when you first hear about Asmodean, are you in your mind comparing him to Tom as to who's the better gleeman or the better?
Yes, and my answer is always Tom.
Exactly. Mine too. Mine too.
Well, Asmodean isn't there to entertain. He's there to be the My Chemical Romance of the Third Age. So
yes. Yeah,
and we all know that, let's be honest, Asmodean would play Wonderwall as his closing number every time. Tom would never play Wonderwall even once.
He'll get off the stage and go, these peasants all want Wonderwall. What the fuck? These plebes. Andrew, same question to you.
Oh, man. So I want to choose something different because my answer would be the same. For the same reasons. Like I think it might have been the same three the last time you asked me this question, and I gave the same reason. But since I've already had my drunken hour with Asmodean, this time I am going to choose, and I've already had an hour with Tam the first time you asked this question.
Oh shit! Look,
so now I've just got to.
You're on number 3.
Wait! Look who just walked in. It's a very drunk Ruark Oh! And there's Elder Hannah.
Game changes now.
Elder
game
Hannah.
changer, game changer.
With that one, then it's got to be
I would
Ruark.
love some Ruark
Yeah,
stories.
It's got to be Ruark.
Are you kidding me?
Ruark. Yeah.
All
It's
right.
a hands down winner. Okay, well,
Guys, you are now officially our best friends. Thank you so much. Welcome.
Yay!
Brother Dan, would you like to
Happy is
introduce
for friends who do
for our
stuff
next
together,
segment
you
that's
and
going to be
you and me.
I'm gonna grab a beer. I'll be right back.
Be my guest. While he's off, guys, get me one too. I don't like to brag. I don't mean to boast.
Humble brag.
Wait, I don't mean to gloat. All right, I don't mean to brag. I don't like to gloat.
You like hot butter in your breakfast toast?
But here is our friend. It's time to float.
Hey!
no spoilers, ladies and gents. No spoilers.
And they lived happily ever.
Okay, he just needs 2 more minutes to finish the chapters. Just 2 more minutes.
He's working on chapter 30 right now.
Building tension.
Look how fast he reads. He reads
He
so
just
quickly.
blew through chapter 30 right there.
I like the PBR, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Classic.
You say PBR?
Yeah, was that 6-pack free with the cup of soup?
Oh, I suddenly have this thing.
Floaty! Hello!
Hi, guys.
It's been a while.
Hey,
Floaty!
Hey, Floaty.
It's good to see
Hello.
you.
Floaty,
right.
can you fix my internet for me?
Fuck no, nor do I want to. It's a you problem.
It's a you problem.
Rude and crude.
I think that
20
Floaty has
seconds
realized
in, there's
that
a
Ryan
F-bomb.
has no admin powers at this particular moment on his phone, so he can't kick anybody in or out. So
Nope.
Floaty is taking advantage of that lack of power.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Ryan is the Tammuz. Floaty is the Eludra.
No?
I am impotent, but you don't know where my hands are doing.
You are a pig.
And here's thanks to lovely Andrew for hooking me up.
Oh, yes, go on. Is that why you look so beautiful right now, Floats?
Oh, of course. That's why you need to see my face.
What is going on?
Looks good, Float.
Just normal
Thanks.
internet's getting fucked up.
Look at that.
And by the
Lord.
way, who's Honey? Is that a stripper?
You shouldn't be listening to that. Oh, I guess you can listen to the. No,
The honey cakes? He knows about honey cakes.
Well,
It
yeah,
takes
but-
me back to Atlanta.
And where was that?
Atlanta, Georgia.
This place in
Tell me more.
Atlanta called Beef. It's a strip club called Beef.
That's wonderful.
It's what for
There's a
dinner.
wonderful world called Atlanta, and within Atlanta, there's these small establishments with women.
Next on the baby doll stage, it's Honey.
Sounds sexy.
Guys, make sure to empty your wallets for these ladies. Cinnamon, you're on deck.
Cinnamon, you're on.
You can't have happiness, but for $30, you can buy it for 30 minutes.
Oh, absolutely.
A distracted girlfriend experience. Floaty,
Or
let's
whatever
talk about these
Stanley's family
chapters.
said.
Chapter 27. This is when Loial has his first kill.
Yes.
Tell me about your thoughts on and notes on this chapter for me, please.
So first of all, the fact that Ray was trying to use the one power to save Loial from the Trolloc, and then he's like, "Oh fuck, I can't do anything with it. Oh well, fuck this."
Shrug.
Major.
Why do you think he couldn't channel?
My guess is like maybe it's something to do with the Illuminators. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, so they like.
Whoa! Why are you, Brother Jan? Why are you shaming him? Some people just have performance anxiety and can't get it up when they need to.
I'm just wondering.
Ryan,
None of us
don't
here
hate
would
again.
ever have that problem.
I just shamed him.
Right.
It's all okay.
All right. Let's
Daniel, ejaculate? More like
right, did you hear what I said to you?
Wait.
All right. I'll give you my whole seminar on PA.
I was just like, Ryan, stop being a dick. It's okay.
Well
Daniel's right.
Oh my God! Without permissions, I am really gonna get angry right now.
You are so Tammuz right now.
Right,
Your mother is a goat. You're gonna go get me dinner tomorrow. All right, so talk to me. Keep going on.
And then when they mentioned the fireworks, that automatically made me think, oh, that's Emmons Field all over again.
Do you think Emmons Field fireworks were as cool as these ones?
Fuck no.
No, I don't think so either. They didn't need an illuminator to set it up.
No.
They just had little fizzy whizzes.
Yeah.
And snooker.
And just the fact that they're having to be stealthily the whole chapter, I'm like, what the fuck? I would have been dead by now.
What do you think of Tammuz and Aludra?
It's like I like them, but I don't like them since now I know what they're part of at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Versus when you're first learning about them, you're like, you don't really know who they're part of until later.
Right, the Illuminator such.
Yup.
So, what did you think about Celine popping in?
I was like, okay, this bitch is coming back, and then she leaves. I'm like, fuck you.
I thought your grandparents were watching this show, Floaty.
I don't give a damn. It's fine. It's their fault for watching.
Viewer be warned.
I warned them.
Wait, where's the disclaimer at the bottom?
Oh yeah. I need to put that back up. Sorry.
For their sake.
The disclaimer: Floaty's on fire.
For the 70-year-old grandparents that don't know what the fuck is going on.
Oh, stop! Come on. All right. Anything else about chapter 27 you want to bring up?
Oh yes.
Okay.
So then, let me see. The fight when they're setting up the fireworks, and then that backfires. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Right.
And I was like, "Oh shit!" But then they ended up using them to their advantage by killing the Trollocs after them, so that was a plus.
Yeah. Do you think we'll see fireworks later in the books?
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah.
Do you think we'll see Trollocs?
Hell yeah! Thank you. Get it right, Ryan.
You're welcome. Yes. Go on.
Stop shaming.
Yeah.
Like earlier.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
That Daniel corrected you for. Isn't that right, Daniel?
Aludra from the Black Tower podcast corrected you. Thank you very much.
My man.
Oh, and then one more thing from this chapter. The Keeper that gives Rain the letter. I think it was Selene in disguise.
Okay, so go deeper into that. Go a little deeper into that. Explain. So it was an old woman, we were told.
Okay, I have an explanation behind that. Don't you worry, please. Your little soul.
No, I'm not worried.
If you have one.
Bro, hey, Floaty, real quick.
Yeah?
Brother Dan's soul enormous.
Okay.
Oh, wow, look at that
Don't
soul.
underestimate the size of that man's soul. I had to put my
As I was saying,
and this is where I would put my soul if I had one.
I have an entire case. I have Oreos.
Open them right now. I dare you.
Did you say Oreos? With a different
Oreos? Dan has Oreos?
Dan?
Well, you know.
I have it. Open them. I dare you.
I won't.
Open them.
Because no one can eat just one Oreo. Let's just say that.
I won't
eat them.
Brother Dan, which one of your Oreos is named Honey?
All of them.
Or Cake.
No, they have a better name. Their name is Lady Gaga. Get it
What?
right, Daniel.
Actually, my little
Wow,
home.
someone's bringing the sass tonight. I love it.
You can tell by the damn packaging. What's the difference? It's pink, not blue.
See,
Floaty, what's your favorite Gaga song?
Oh, let's go. Sex Dreams.
Like Sex
All right,
Dreams.
who did the best? All right, Floaty, who did the better national anthem? Lady Gaga or what's her name?
What's her name?
What's her name? Aguilera?
Yeah, or Benicio del Toro. Who did the better national anthem?
I have to go full on Lady Gaga. I'm so fucking biased by that.
All right. Chapter 28. We're going to move on to chapter 28.
I wasn't done my explanation.
All right.
Then you cut me off.
Explanation.
Okay, go on.
I think that's because I think Selene is a master of disguise. I predict Selene was acting as the old woman and gave Rain the letter without realizing it. Next chapter.
Next
Master of disguise.
Next chapter.
I'm going to be a master of disguise. I'm going to be a master of disguise.
Master of disguise. Master of disguise.
Where the fuck?
It's Les Mis.
Am I not forsaken enough for your forsaken
God damn it.
Master of the day. All right, so chapter 28 is a new thread in the pattern. I wanted to ask you about the IEL that they come across.
Okay, so about that, I can't find it, so I'm gonna have to print a new one. But be right back.
Well, yeah, no, just tell me. You read it. You read it. You know, give me your thoughts. They walk up and suddenly there's an IEL right there.
Okay, I'll just use the digital version if I can find that. Oh, the Shadow Killer. That was pretty extravagant.
Yeah. All right, so, tell me about that.
So basically, I was like, okay, I'm honestly thinking they were referring to Rand at that point.
You did?
Because he was the one that killed them, so it all makes sense in that perspective.
Well, why didn't they say he was just a man? They don't... Perrin doesn't even know if it's a man or a thing.
They could have just been upsizing him. I don't know.
Okay. What about the IEL? Tell me about Urian.
Okay, he seems very nice versus, fucking his emo.
Very nice.
What was Tree saying?
Tree says, we're going to need a censorship beep for Floaty's F-bombs. Holy smokes. I'm going to start calling him Tuono pretty soon.
Tuno.
Tree, you can go ahead and call me that right now. I don't mind.
Tuno.
Tuano.
All right, so tell me.
Then I was like, okay, Massima's just like a dick. He doesn't belong here. He should just die in a hole and be drowned.
Die in a hole and be drowned. Okay, I'm going to write that down.
By his own relatives.
Okay, by his own kins. Okay. They talk about, the IO talks about reading and mention some of the prophecies. Did you write anything down about that?
I did. Which one do you want?
Well, just the prophecy about
number one.
I will find it one of these days.
Hey,
do you have a
Floaty? Do you have a light you can put on your?
Yeah, sorry.
We'd love to see you. All right, sorry. The producer and me just could not handle that anymore.
God damn it. This better?
Oh, there you are. Hi, Float.
Hi.
The cinematographer has joined.
Are you critiquing Floaty's setup?
How dare you?
Whoa. Ryan had a great setup until his internet took a shit in the bed. So I'm gonna need you to go ahead and calm down.
No, is it?
At least I'm not having those problems like I normally have. Thank you.
You're doing great.
You. Floaty did not enjoy the break. We had like a 2-week break from Floaty.
I hated it.
He was like,
I was like, can I just go in a hole, never come back out again?
No.
But we're back now. That whole theme, you never came back out.
And it's frowned
And we were
upon.
talking about that prophecy thingy.
Yes.
Yes.
Which one again? The one
So-
about the stabby with the I said I?
Yeah, the three fold hands, the whole thing with the stabby.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun.
Stabby.
How he wants to bring your lightning, Aes Sedai.
I honestly believe that prophecy is gonna come true, like of all things, and it could be interconnected with all the other ones we've encountered so far. Who knows at this point?
Okay, right on. I can either
And
confirm or
then-
deny.
What?
Interesting, as they say when they can't
Damn it!
Right
give
on.
you answers.
Damn you, Daniel.
Right on. Damn, Daniel. Nice.
And you know I don't mean it in a wrong way. I love all of you.
We love you too, Flo.
Damn, brother Dan, back at it again with the white puppet.
Yeah, with the white kicks.
Floaty, who do you love the most, though?
Ooh,
Between
Ryan, that's
Daniel and Andrew, or out of all of you,
Oh my god.
Out of
I
all
don't
of
even
them.
want to be a part of this.
or between the three of you up top.
No, just say Ryan, and then we'll all
Just say Ryan.
That
it sounds
is
like he's
false.
out of the
Out of
box.
all
That's
of
what he's
us.
talking about,
That is
Out of all
so
of us.
false. And who's this Ryan you speak of? I don't see a Ryan here.
Everybody.
yeah.
Everybody.
No,
Yeah,
there's
and
no
we see
Ryan
a
here
Tamu.
currently. There's a Tammuz.
That's not Ryan, so he doesn't count at this
Tammuz.
point.
Tammuz, yeah, there's a Tammuz here. We don't have a Ryan here.
I would have to go with, no offense, the four of you, the three of you, but I have to go with Andrew, Rob, and Daniel for the win.
Of the four of you, all but one of you.
That's all right. I'll still support you there, Flo.
Yeah,
I'm going to assume I came in fourth. I'm going to assume I beat Ryan and Village Mattress. Ha ha.
Well,
Yeah,
let's say then Ryan would be next, then Dan, and then Village Mattress.
I'm last.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry.
Whoa,
Taking priority,
man.
even though you're the one that, helps me every chapter. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm second
I,
Late
last.
nights.
Right,
Sorry.
That's over now.
Right?
That's over now. I'm cutting you off.
Good for you.
No, I'm just teasing.
I have Daniel. I have all of them that back me up.
Oh, okay.
Don't die, guys.
All right, fine. Village Mattress, you can just text me. You know.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, Dan, we can just text. That's fine.
All right, so
Hey, I have my
Let's
special
take it
request
out
chapter
further.
though.
All right, let's get
Okay,
going.
so the IEL. I was like, okay, they're all dicks, but then Village Mattress made me come to the realization that they may not all be like that. It's just Mazima targeting Rand for being a dick.
Okay.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
And then the IEL wise ones seem very similar to the Aes Sedai since they don't freaking age. There you go, Trey. Happy? I hope you're satisfied.
Oh, well done. Censorship, control is a good thing, man.
And
Since they don't
and I believe
flaming
all the women are able to channel just like the Aes Sedai.
So they have to go to this place, Ruiden.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Real fast, give me your thoughts on that, and then we'll move on to the next chapter.
I was like, it seemed so like fun but confusing since like they give you these bits and pieces that you don't know what the fuck is going on. Just like they give you like the middle of the story instead of the beginning.
Right.
And I'm like, what
that's a good way
the
to see
heck?
it, actually. That's a really good way to see that.
And so
Robert
it was
Jordan
very
with
confusing. Put it that way.
Storytelling devices of never actually starting at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excel
The
puzzle.
worst part. Oh, and then 29, thanks to Village Mattress, we figured out that it ties back to chapter 22.
Village Mattress, you're the coolest guy in last place I've ever seen.
I know.
Yeah, I definitely feel
No, let me take that back.
I do all
needs to
this.
move up a
Let me
bit here,
take
like-
that back.
Yeah.
I am taking that back. It'd be you three, then Dan, then Village Mattress, then Ryan.
Wow.
Well, you and Dan like tie for second to last place, so if that makes you feel any better.
I like to think we tied for fourth, but that's cool.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I'm in fourth by myself.
So anyway, I found the part where it says he had enough of the old tongue to know that the letter meant those who come before, or the forerunners. They also call themselves Rigel, if I'm saying that right. I don't care. Those who come home, and spoke of Corinne, the return. I was like, okay, this sounds very familiar.
Okay.
I was like, okay, this is from a previous chapter. And I was like, okay, I can roll with that.
So we're getting a little bit more pieces about the Shanshan then. What are your thoughts on the Shanshan?
Oh, yeah.
We get a little bit of their culture. Dominic.
Oh, you want me to tell you my thoughts about them?
Yeah, we need to wrap this up.
I can tell you a bunch of my thoughts about them.
Pick your top 2 favorite thoughts on the Shanshan.
Does it have to be my favorite?
Yeah, no. You can pick your worst.
Can it be negative?
Just 2, and then we're done.
Okay, so I've come to the realization that they're horrible. They're enslaving and selling the women to who knows where. Other predators, for all we know.
Oh, they're selling all the women they're taking?
With collars.
Okay, right on.
Treating them like pets.
Okay.
And then what they're doing to the
Don't
children.
kink shame. Some people are into that.
Okay, we can get back to that. And then the fact that they're hanging the kids, I was like, what the hell? Why are they doing this?
Right, there were bodies all over the ground, and then there were
yes, for sure.
Yeah, there was a massacre. It was gross.
There's a gibbet.
Thank you. I was struggling with that
A
word.
gibbet with 30 people hung on it.
Mm-hmm.
Am I supposed to know what that is?
A
Like
gibbet?
gallows. Yeah, it's
Basically.
Google it. Learn vocabulary.
I will later.
Gibbet.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So, yeah, I was like, okay, the collared women, they don't seem to have much of a life.
Right, the
They're
word.
just being sold. It's fine. If they're into that, okay. If they're into forced sex, it's fine.
All right, let me. Okay. I'll say the word. High Lord Turak. What are your thoughts?
And who is that again?
High Lord Turak is the one who.
Oh, that douche.
The High Lord.
The one that was getting the dish from the other guy. I was like, okay, he was just being kind of salty. Being like, I would have been happy getting a duplicate, then I could just sell the other one and make more money off of it. So that's just me.
Floaty,
What?
I have a question. Were you happy to see Were you happy to see Baal Doman reappear?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You do be happy.
For sure.
I do.
Actually, I take that back. Baal Doman's aged grandmother is the best, but Baal is a close second.
Do we meet his grandma? I must know.
I have something to say after Floaty leaves about Baal Doman.
Damn it!
Okay.
I did that just for you to move me back down to last place.
Yes.
Who said that?
I said that.
Yeah, good for you. You're still last. All right, we gotta move this along, Floaty. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah,
as always, you are just a fireball when you came in right now. You tearing it up. You judge us on, I'm guessing by looks, right?
For sure. Just you, Ryan. No hard feelings.
No, only you, Ryan, no hard feelings. Everyone else, take your feelings as hard as you want.
Floaty really worked on his hair tonight. His hair game was on point.
I didn't do anything.
You look great.
Okay, cool. You look great.
You look good. All right, thank you for joining us. Every other week we have, or every Sunday, most Sundays, we have Floaty on to give his interpretations and notes about the chapters that we read on Thursday. So thank you again, Floaty. Guys, go ahead and open up the chat to Spoiler Talk because you can't do it anymore. Oh. Bye.
Float away.
Float away, Floaty.
So
Ryan,
my Bail Doman. My Bail Doman.
Wait. Floaty's still in the background.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Floaty will need to just
tell me when
here floats.
1 second. Actually, I'm just going to. There we go.
Jigger.
There we go. Now you can talk. I've popped
I hear a UFO in the background.
Okay. My Bail Doman thing.
Oh, that's the music playing in the background, Andrew.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, with Bail Doman, everybody talks about Robert Jordan's poor romances, but actually, I like Doman and Eganon. I think it works with the two of them.
Right. I agree with you. I think this is one of the better fleshed out ones for sure.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to share.
I actually just say that people who give Robert Jordan flack for not writing romances very well, I just punch them in the mouth because there are a bunch of relationships that I think are great, including, though not limited to, Bail Doman and Eganon.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I would take your attempted punch in the mouth. I would fucking parry it.
No.
Is this that fucking shit and be like, what, bitch? Like, I could give you way worse romances. I could give you more bad romances than good romances in this series. Are you
going to talk about all the bad romance? Shama, Ramama, Gaga, Ula Lala.
Yeah.
Wrong.
What about the Aiel romances?
No. What about
Ryan, what do you have to say to that? Yeah, Tammuz. You're being a real Tammuz right now.
Yeah,
I'm hearing a lot of Tammuzness from you.
I think that's
in a world of Tammuz being a Ludra.
Defined by you guys. You're stealing my identity just because I'm powerless. That's fine.
Bad romance.
You want to see?
Oh no, we lost the hat.
No. So don't fight our guest.
Tree is asking for a bad romance sword form battle.
Tavern brawl.
Ooh.
Okay, who's going first? I feel like we should have Ryan and Village Mattress go first.
There we go.
All right, bad romance.
Okay, so ladies and gents, this is a round of what we like to call here modern day sword forms. Yes, exactly. So let me get rid of that.
Okay. So who goes first?
So as someone who has never been on Tavern Talk, what does that entail?
You can just watch and learn. It's an improv game.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you'll get it. So 1 second, let me set it up. So
who's first here? It's me. Well, I mean, you have to go Bull Rushes the Mountain with Gawain and Egwene.
No, wait. What did you just say? I didn't hear that. Say it one more time.
You say Bull Rushes the Mountains with Gawain and Egwene.
Whoa! Well, that's really okay. So my response is that we are doing a modern day sword form, and I think we're talking about what are we talking about? Wrong.
Bad romance sword battle. So like bad romances or
bad romance. Yes, all right, that's right. So that's right. All right, so Village. God, it's Monday. What do you want to watch? I want to watch The Voice.
Okay.
Okay, that's my opening round in the battle.
You did okay.
I'm sorry. You parried with watching The Voice.
I think.
Okay.
Bull Rush the Mountain stabbed Ryan, and he's just exploded. It's over. Because he comes back with the voice. He didn't even defend himself. He's like, I'm done.
I think Village won that round.
Congratulations, Village. Did you kind of like that was a very short version of it, Dan?
I
Let's
feel
get somebody
like
a little better than Ryan.
Yeah, I feel like I understand what we're doing here, though.
All right,
I think I get it.
Dan, do you feel like should we have Dan versus Dan? I think this could be.
We can do that.
I don't know how to do a bad one. All right, yeah, we can do that. All right,
go for it.
Okay, I nod to you, my good man, and I instantly throw in. I'm going to criticize how you drive every time you get behind the wheel.
I don't get behind a wheel. I ride a motorcycle, you dick.
Was that your return? Or was that
my return is cat crosses the courtyard, gal out into barrel lane, eat my butt.
Oh, see. Okay, well, I am going to counter with. Okay, so, I see where Ryan. Kind of faltered up here because. All right, I am going to counter with Gowan and Egwin walking delicately across eggshells around each other.
He has come back strong, ladies and gents.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I will return with Perrin and Fail walking across even sharper eggshells.
Oh, you are making my point for me. You're using that as a good romance, I see. Right?
No, I'm using that as a terrible romance.
Okay.
The worst.
I see. Oh, well then I am countering with Luce Theron and a dead Eliana.
Ooh. Come on, Dan. You need a strong return for this.
All right. I will go with
Sandwiches, Eliana. We got guests. Excuse me.
I will return with the unwanted advances of Lanfear and Luce Theron.
Oh, that's a tough one. I think we need to go to the rest of the panel. Who won that? Who wins the Dan round, everybody?
That one marked me.
Ryan, who won? Dan or Dan?
Well, I mean, clearly, bringing up the murder of Ileana, that's nothing worse than that. I think Dan.
So we have a point for brother Dan.
That's a bad
Andrew.
one. Right.
Andrew, your brother Dan or Ryan's brother Dan?
Ostermon have to stick together. I mean,
just
what Lanfear does. It's this thing with Ileana. It's so short lived, but Lanfear and this stuff just goes on and on and on. It never begins and it also never ends.
We have a point for each, Dan. Village Mattress, you're going to be the tiebreaker here.
I tell you, it was a great battle. Of course, Ileana, and then Lanfear and Luz. I mean, that's like sheathing the sword, both of you at the same time. So I'm calling it a draw.
I'll take a draw. I'll take a draw.
The sword with Daniel.
Is this? Do we have? Now we've got a Rand and Biolzamon battle in the sky of Farming sort of moment type thing. Okay, I'm down with this.
That's what happened. That's what happened there.
I think that means that you're the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I think Rob and Andrew need to have a battle.
Well, Rob is the tiebreaker. No, Rob is the tiebreaker.
I feel like Rob could very easily win by just throwing me backstage and being like, he didn't even show up.
Oh, look at that coward. What a craven.
Sorry, who am I fighting right now? Where's my contestant? There he is.
Oh, man. Horrible. I love it.
Don't give me ideas. I have all the power. All right, should we have a battle, Andrew? And I'll let you go first if you like.
Let's do it.
Sure.
I know choose that.
Who do I wish to bring up first? You know what? Let's go. I just had it. All right, I'm going to go with my initial one. We're going to go with a subtle but still effective cat crosses the courtyard with Egwene and Rand.
Okay. I'm going to counter of parting the silk with Egwene having a crush on Galad, but then dating his little brother instead.
Galad dates his little brother instead?
No, Egwene.
Oh, I was like very confused. I was like, who read?
I love that. I mean, that would also be a bad romance, so yeah, that kind of fits.
Oh, let's see. I am going to counter with trying to think of a good sword form name for it.
You don't have to use a sword form. You could just
Okay, I'm going to do that because I'm blanking on sword forms, which is par for the course for me. I am going to go with... What is going on with my brain right now?
I mean, am I winning now? Is that what's happening?
I'm going to go with the relationship of Grendel and literally anyone.
Okay, I see that. And I counter with Morghase's love for Lord Juggle.
Oh, that one's rough.
This is your final turn, Andrew. Come on. Come back
Final
strong.
turn. I am going to go with the relationship of the village council and the women's circle.
Okay. So I sense that thrust of bad romance, and I am going to repel that with oh gosh. Let's go with Elaine hitting on Tom and tugging.
That was the one I forgot. Son of a bitch.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if you want to admit defeat, but you can ask the panel.
No, I had that one in my quiver. I was going to jump in with that one if you didn't do it.
My only confusion is which is worse. Elaine's one night of drunken hitting on Daddy, or a completely dysfunctional system of government with the village council and the women's circle.
Oh, I thought Rob was going to understand the pivot to an entire set of things, and I thought he was going to go with the kin and the Aes Sedai.
I should have got. I mean, that's a romance, so to speak. But yeah, I mean, neither is.
Neither is technically the women's circle and the village council.
How about the Aes Sedai and the Windfinders?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The Aes Sedai and just about anyone.
The Aes Sedai,
John Shannon,
Black Tower, Windfinders, Loial.
Like the Aes Sedai and the Windfinders, or the Aes Sedai and the Wise Ones, or the Aes Sedai and the Kin, or the Aes Sedai and the Black Tower.
Oh, we could have.
Damn Aes Sedai ruining it for everyone.
No, we could have had. Who's the Shido chick? Name eludes me.
Savannah.
Savannah. We could have Savannah and any of her dead husbands. Savannah
Bad
and
romance
Elena,
between Savannah and Galena.
She's collected more husbands than Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift's never been married.
Ryan, you're muted, by the way. I can't hear a single word you're saying, and I can't unmute you because you muted yourself. No, unmute.
No,
and
he's done.
The big button in the middle.
It's like he had a kid. He's like, look there. It was like he's holding a child, not the puppet. It was like, hey, what's going on?
I am going to concede to the opinions of the chat and say that I lost that one.
It was your first ever modern day sword form battle, and I have played a few, so don't feel bad.
The first two, I was sitting there watching. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on.
We get really abstract sometimes. We've done it in like a supermarket or
mattress store.
Mattress store, yeah. it was, be like, so I start off with a woman who decides to take full trolley through the 20 items or less aisle, things like that.
Yeah, it's modern day sword forms.
Yeah.
You know what, DK? I've been drinking, and so I'm going to say it's a case of whiskey sword.
Whiskey sword.
Whiskey sword form.
Whiskey sword form.
You had Rand trying to defend Loial.
Oh, okay. So in our modern sword forms, what you were really looking for bad romances was, I counter with Taylor Swift and John Mayer. I counter with Gene Simmons and anyone he's ever dated ever.
Gene Simmons' tongue and every woman in the 70s.
I counter with Tina Turner and Hike.
I counter with Chris Brown and Rihanna.
Yeah. There we go.
Black Tower United.
Oh man!
I mean, the only thing worse than that is Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. So.
Wow.
Oh no! Who's that? No, Phil Collins. Phil Collins. His wife won't leave his house.
Yeah.
You've heard about that? His wife,
yes.
Yeah, his squatting in his $10 million house and selling all his awards and stuff. And he's like, stop, and she's like, yeah.
Hey, Sting famously has sex for 4 hours because he's a yogic master, but no one tells us how the wife feels about that.
She's like, hey,
I just a bad romance.
I'm sorry. You're assuming that Sting has sex with his wife? What?
Good point.
No, they have a second and third string they pull in.
Yeah, she does the first 30 minutes and then she calls in ringers.
Yeah, she's doing needlepoint in the corner waiting for her turn.
Wow. Ryan, do we want to thank the internet right now?
If Rob's gonna control
yeah, we can. We do the segment of.
Thank you, internet.
Thank you, internet. So what we did is we scoured the internet, mostly a subreddit on Reddit, but we scoured and came up with the greatest memes of the week that we are going to show you. They're Wheel of Time related. So
thank you, internet.
Thank you, internet. So here we have a bunch of innocent villagers being picked up by Trollocs. And there's the same bunch of innocent villagers. Thank you, internet.
Thank you, internet.
Here, Min keeps sitting on Rand's lap. Rand, you don't want to be dragon, do you? Thank you, internet.
Oh God!
Hey, she's trying to plug that lamp in.
All right, so they're playing Uno. The card is admit that you're shouting or draw 25. We have naive. Flex in 25.
Flex in 25. I love that.
Thank you, internet.
How has no one played an Uno or made an Uno meme yet? What the fuck?
Oh,
Here, sorry, Rob. I'm going to tell my kids this was Aganar.
Wow.
Sorry.
Thank you, brother Dan, for that one.
Thank you, internet. He's a national
He's so
treasure.
happy. He's so happy in that picture.
Yeah.
Gosh.
All right.
Yes.
The choices.
Yeah.
I'll be under Min and Elaine. Rand chooses them all. He chooses
The
well.
3-finger fandango.
Thank you, internet.
Thank you, internet.
I feel like it would be a little bit more accurate if the meme was each of the three of them all just hitting the Rand button at the same time and being like, "We're not giving you a choice, motherfucker."
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Sorry, continue, please.
The pattern is just like some creepy weirdo who just wants to watch people have sex.
Could be. Here we have Matt saying, "Sure, I'll play the main
Hey, it's me."
Suddenly surrounded by swords. What is that taken from?
That's from Tangled.
Tangle. Thank
That's
you,
Flynn
internet.
Rider.
Thank you, internet.
Oh,
only
there you go.
criticism is he wouldn't be surrounded by swords.
They'd be
daggers.
Or those metaphorical swords?
Eh.
They'd be
Metaphorical.
spears. They'd be short spears.
These are people who listen to the audiobooks but still know how to spell Tellerandrion. A signature look of superiority on their face. Thank you, Internet. Christopher, yeah. Oh, here we have Rob from the Weekly Wheel News. Sorry. We have a sharpshooting farm boy saves Damble from certain distress. But first, Rand, let me take a selfie. Thank you, Internet. Thank you, Internet. And Rob does great work every week. Here's the top is naming your child after a fictional character. Hey there, Khaleesi. How was school? I hate you with every ounce of being. Here's naming your child after some other fictional character. You filled me with pride, Mattress. I love you, Father. Thank you, Internet.
It's so confused.
My God.
Thank you, Internet.
I hate theater.
Now, kid. Here's Gowan's redemption ring. Cast it into the fire, destroy it. Sure thing, says Gowan.
Thank you,
Thank you, Internet. And here's Matt after leaving Reading. Not today, old friend.
Except that it's not in the old tongue. It needs to be in the old tongue.
That is true.
Hey,
Yes.
he's fucking old.
All right, here's Trollocs and Ulver. Call an ambulance, but not for me, as he whips out the horn of Altair.
That's classic.
Thank you, Internet.
Thank you, Internet.
God, it's a good thing Matrim died. Or that wouldn't have worked.
Here's Belial trying hard to taunt Rand into pulling Kalendor out of its protective weaves. I am once again asking you to fight me with a real fucking sword, you fucking sheep herder. Thank you, Internet.
Thank you, Internet. Hey, Brother Dan, anytime we can get your Bernie Sanders impersonation, we should.
I would like it 4% of 80% of the show. I would like to do Bernie Sanders. I'm asking you once again if we could do this. I've asked you several times.
If 1% of the 99% of the show could be Dan doing his Bernie Sanders impression, then 1% of the 99% of the show would be my favorite 1% of the 99% of the show.
And the 30% that would leave, we could. Yeah.
National embarrassment.
All right, here's Orty telling the Lord Captain Commander Pedro Niall about all the dark friends in a place called the Two Rivers. Here we have Monty Python and his horse.
We should go to the Two Rivers.
Thank you.
No, we shouldn't. 'Tis a silly place.
It's just banging coconuts.
Oh, not that one.
No.
So here we have woman going, wow, how did you get like that to land being all ripped? Every time Nynaeve tries to assert dominance, I do one push-up. Jesus Christ.
Should replace the Jesus Christ with Dragon Reborn.
Yeah.
Like
your mother's milk in a
like
cup.
Dear Creator or something, shouldn't it? You know.
Yeah. Thank you, Internet.
Thank you, Internet.
Here's John from Bornholm about the party farm.
That one's so simple and brilliant.
Run away!
Thank you, Internet. Thank you, Internet.
And last but not least,
ooh, I stepped in shit. Going jacket. Internet, thank you, Internet. You're the best.
Thank you, Internet.
You're the best, Internet.
oh, can you imagine if we had Josh on here right now?
Oh,
Oh God, he would
what
be
would he
so
look
broken.
like? What would he look
He
like?
would already be gone. He would be.
Like, I need to leave the show because I'm just permanently bowed over.
There he is.
Oh,
Oh, those are good ones.
boy.
Nicely done, Dan. Nicely done.
Well,
Well done.
Well done.
Chat was very impressed.
As well, they should be.
Village's best internet one yet. Tyson 1 is Bearfire.
Is Bearfire. Not good.
Oh God.
This is Mike Tyson for Encyclopedia Britannica. Now kiss.
Not good. Tyson's great. The world's a better place with Mike Tyson in it.
Oh God.
Except for that one guy who has less ears.
And all those rapes. Yeah, never mind. Fuck him.
Love it.
Ryan, do you wanna announce our big announcement?
Well, it is. Thank you. Thanks for dropping it to me. It is time for our huge, big announcement that's going to, again, sweep the nation. This should benefit everyone in our community because our friend Village Mattress has a special offer for anyone who has been following the way of the Leaf. Village Mattress, do you want to take it away, my friend?
Well, anybody who wishes to purchase a mattress or sheets or anything that I can ship to them, and they put in a promo code of LeafCast, will get a special discount, and I can ship anywhere in the continental United States. So it can be from 30 to 50% off.
30 to
wait. What is that? 30 to 50% off?
30 to 50% off, guys.
Some restrictions. Some restrictions apply.
Gosh.
Yeah,
guys,
like Tempur-Pedic.
Are restrictions including your capricious
Like Tempur-Pedic.
Yeah, that's the one restriction.
Guys, here's the deal. Well, here's the deal. We sleep 8 hours a day. There's no real genetic reason why we do this. It doesn't help us in our evolution. In fact, it hinders us for us to be unconscious and not looking for food for 8 hours. However, we do this and we should be comfortable as we do this. Guys, how many times have you slept over at someone's bed and like their guest bed and you're like, oh, this bed sucks?
Yeah, their guest bed. Yeah, huh?
Tony's bed was the worst.
On the counter, how many times have you slept in someone's guest bed and you're like, oh my gosh, this is top notch. This is better than my stuff. Seriously, there's a world of fucking comfort. If your bed is comfortable, it is a whole new world. And Village Mattress has really everything that you can need.
I mean, Freshie has an idea of what you could include as a bonus there.
No.
He says, buy a mattress, get some free Gawain chapters.
I think it should be changed to say buy a mattress and sleep through the Gawain chapters.
Here we go.
No, it gets packed in Gawain chapters, and then you can just throw it away.
The Village Mattress will guarantee you'll enjoy sleeping through the slog.
There is no slog.
You'll sleep.
Actually,
you can sleep through Failgate? What?
I just went from book 9 to book 10, so I'm in my reread. I'm in the slog right now. It doesn't seem so sloggy. I'm enjoying it.
Oh,
but like
that's because you sell good mattresses and you're just sleeping through the slog.
No, I'm not sleeping through it. I'm absorbing it. It's good stuff.
Guys, I've slept in trailer parks. I've slept on park benches. I've fallen asleep at peace in my heart. Nothing compares to falling asleep on a Village Mattress with bamboo sheets. So, guys, 30 to 50% off is ridiculous.
It's silly.
It's ridiculous.
Deals with like high-end quality equipment, and will ship to you anywhere in the continental United States
and Canada.
I'm working on Canada.
Support the show. If you ever want to support the real-time community, Village Mattress is the official mattress retailer of the real-time community. I'm stating it right now. He's supporting the way of the Leaf, but who knows? If you guys port him, you guys make friends with him, maybe he'll sponsor your show too. Sponsorships, but
guys, yeah. So we couldn't thank you more. We're honored that you have done that for us. We hope that people start upping their sleep game a little bit, and that you're their first go-to. And this hopefully will incentivize some people to make their lives better by sleeping better. Seriously.
I'll get you to tell Aran Riyadh more often. You can get in those good dreams.
Yeah.
Your ticket to the world of dreams or the wolf dreams through Village Mattress. There you go.
There we go.
Nice. I like that. Guys, we're wrapping up, right, Ryan?
Ryan is frozen.
Yeah. Ryan is frozen.
He's changed his name to Geek Squad apparently, and is frozen. So, gents, it's been a pleasure having you here. I've enjoyed having enjoyed being the only person with power on the show.
Yeah, really.
It's going to your head, Rob.
Well, real fast, Daniel and Andrew, can you just kind of give us what to look forward to in the future for your podcast?
Sure. This coming Friday, the 16th of April, we will be releasing an episode that is our sit-down conversation with Jason Denzel, the founder and creator of Dragon Mount. So
nice.
That's it, honestly, like, not to inflate ourselves, but it was pretty epic. Like, just you'll have to watch it or listen to it either way. To figure
it was
out.
Stupid wholesome. We almost cried like 12 times. I think the entirety of the Black Tower podcast talks for like 15 minutes out of the 2-hour episode. It's fantastic.
What is this?
So it's a rare event for the Black Tower as well as being an awesome event.
So that's why it's actually titled Jason Denzel Shuts Up the Black Tower or BTP.
When's the release date?
April 16th. Should be this coming Friday, as of when we're talking right now, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then the very next day, on the 17th, from about 6 p.m. to about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be doing a live stream with some guests where we'll be revealing all of our new and very long overdue and promised Patreon changes and increased benefits and all that kind of stuff, as well as talking about the tournament that's not a tournament because it's not about who's better, YouTuber panel revisitation that we'll be doing, that I know at least Rob, Brother Dan, and Ryan are interested in for sure, since you have been on our panels in the past.
Yes, indeed. And they're fun. I mean, your podcast is now a toddler. Your podcast doesn't always
it's terrible too. Yeah, it's constantly asking why to every question or to every answer we give it.
No.
And we are throwing tantrums continuously.
Yes.
You're an embarrassment to take to the grocery store.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we were always an embarrassment to take to the grocery store. That's never going to change. Are you kidding me?
Well, awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear that interview. It sounds fantastic.
Yep. And there are links in the show notes, to the down below in the description, to get over to the Black Tower. To let me make sure they are there now that I'm saying this. Please be there. They will be there. I will make sure they're there. So you can
blacktowerpod.com.
Yeah, blacktowerpod.com exactly, and you will find
blacktowerpod.com.
Yeah, what he said. So Dan.
Yes. Oh, and Village Mattress, again, guys, villagemattress.com. He also has a store next door that's Village Sofa. He sells all kinds of anything to make you comfortable. Not only that, are all around the walls in his showroom is local art. He consigns with local artists. He advertises their stuff. This guy is really just helping the little guy and trying to bring industries up. And God damn it. Thank you so much for all you're doing, and thanks for being a part of our show and for joining us today, and also for just being there all the time, man. I'm always happy to see you.
It's good to be on. And actually, it's villagemattress.net. I don't own the .com.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Villagemattress.net. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. But again,
I don't think he's in my Village Furniture Mattress website. So
awesome. Well, good luck this year. And big time. I love small business, man. Punch. You work for yourself. Do it.
Love it. Dan,
Rob, is there anything that's going on with you? No, seriously, you plug your stuff. What's up?
I'm planning my birthday party in June. Not my birthday party, the channel birthday party. So that's going to be freaking hilarious.
When's your birthday, Rob?
My birthday, you won't see me much at the end of the month because my birthday is near the end of the month, and I will be on the medias as little as possible because I will probably just be getting drunk for like 2 weeks. So
excellent.
Pub crawl.
Not approved.
Yeah.
Well, I will have a shot with you, Rob.
I love that. But yeah, so yeah, my next big thing, apart from just my regular week-to-week stuff or recordings and such, is I mean, I do have a okay, so I do have a competition that I started today to give away another copy of the
joke book.
Another joke book. I decided to give away another copy of the
me.
original joke book. What you have to do, I released a video today, just finishing off my screwed up live stream earlier in the week and announcing this, is make sure you subscribe to me on YouTube and comment on today's video or any other video I make before my next live stream on May 8th. Which was your favorite joke, or tell me one of your own if you didn't have a favorite from the 64, and that will get you in the draw to win a copy of the Volume 1 joke book. So,
Nice.
and I will announce that on the May 8th live stream.
Awesome.
Nice.
So,
Everyone should follow you on Twitter. You are engaging and fun. I like what you're doing, man. We only got to 399. I appreciate that one sub, but you don't get to see my abs. Sorry.
Yeah, no stripping, fortunately, today, but possibly next time. You never know. But next time it's going to be 410. So be aware of that, folks.
420, nice.
420. That's a good point. Yeah, 420.
Nice.
So
All right, guys, let's wrap this up. Thank you very much. Thanks everyone watching. Thank you, Rob. Mwah, mwah. I love you. Thank you, Ryan. I'm sorry you're not here with us.
Yeah, bye, Ryan.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Ryan.